What's good, guys? Welcome back to the Black Star Podcast. This is your boy Jared, and today I'm gonna be talking about the recently departed. And as you guys know, brother Kevin Samuels has passed. Now, let me just make sure my stream's good. Because I was gonna post a couple days ago. I posted on my Twitter, and when I posted, the news wasn't confirmed, but from what everybody was saying, Brother Samuels was gone. So now that now that the brother is gone, the message that he had for all of us black men, black women also, all of us have something that we learned from this man. Love him or hate him, he taught us a very big lesson. And a lot of brothers and sisters, a lot of sisters, in fact, on Twitter have been celebrating the passing of him. Now, it just shows how broken the black community is. It just shows a whole different side of the community that I never knew. So, this is a stream of how I came to not know him personally, but understand his message. The reason why I initially started looking for red pill content and also content that helped me become a better person was because I was having a lot of trouble with finding the confidence I had and finding the motivation to do the things I wanted to do. I didn't have a father figure in the house. I didn't until I was 12, 13. So those early years, I never understood a lot of things. But and even still, as good as great as a man as my stepfather is, he just never taught me. Well, he has taught me some things, but not taught me a lot of things about becoming a man and becoming the best I can be. It was more of my mom always trying to basically teach me, and she didn't know what she was. She didn't know how to teach a boy to become a man. So she didn't teach me about anything about finances. She didn't teach me anything like that. So I started looking. I started looking for answers. I started looking for how to become confident, how to build things, how to build a community, how to build a company, how to become the best possible version of myself. In the words of Kevin. So I've always had this mind of becoming a builder. I've always wanted to be a top percent earner. I've always wanted to build a business and change the world. I've always been like that. Ever since I was 7, 8 years old, I've always wanted to actually go out here and actually achieve something and build something. I've always been a person that actually wanted to own his own business. I never wanted to work for anybody really. I've always been the type of guy that's wanted to actually own something. I just didn't have nobody in my family owns a business, so they they couldn't teach me what, well, in at least current days, they couldn't teach me what I need to know about business and economics. So I started looking, and hearing from my family here, which is female dominated, it's pretty much all females and a couple of guys. Hearing the way they talk about men and how they treated their husbands, how they treated their boyfriends, and hearing the chatter behind the scenes, behind everything that was going on, you constantly hear the same message going through your head. Men ain't shit, men ain't this, men ain't that, men aren't worth anything. You constantly hear that, and it kind of takes a toll on your psyche. So you constantly have that. And you become detached. You become emotionless. So it's like you don't know how to manage your emotions because you've been taught your entire life, oh, wear your heart on your sleeve and be all emotional and all this, but in reality it doesn't work like that. So being told being taught like that, it takes a toll. So at the end of 2019, I started seeking out channels to help me become the best possible man of myself. So, and I stumbled upon Coach Greg Adams, Better Bachelor, The Phil Scott Show, and Fresh and Fit. Now, I've always heard CGA, Better Bachelor, always talking about a guy named Kevin Samuels. They said his name in a couple of their streams, and I never really took any note of it until I watched the episode of Fresh and Fit, which I don't watch anymore. I watched the episode of theirs, and Kevin had came on and was talking to a few younger women about their life and about their life choices and about their pages and all this stuff, and he talked to them about it. Thing is, they were very they didn't really understand what he was trying to say. He was basically trying to get them to expand and gain more skills so that they will be straight in the future. So they brushed him off and all this stuff. So he was talking about they need to improve their skills and gain more knowledge and gain a lot more things so that they'll be comfortable in the future. And the more he talked, the more I listened, because I wasn't listening to the chick, the girls. I was listening to him, and I was kind of redirecting that into what I needed to do as a man. So I started listening, and I just like, you know what? Let me go see what his channel is about. So I looked on his channel, and I seen him talking about women. Now, immediately in the beginning, I didn't like some of the things he said, but the more I listened, and the more I listened to his content, I first started off with the clips. Then on one of his clips, he said, "Do not watch the clips, watch the actual show." And a lot of people were saying, "Watch the show." So one of these days, it was on a Wednesday. So he had went live, and it said something. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said something. He was talking about, I can't even remember what he was talking about. It was about modern women. Now, I was listening to it, and then he kept bringing up the notion of high value male. And so that piqued my interest. So I started looking. So I started every week, every day, every time he went live on YouTube, I would watch his. I would listen to his show. I would never. I would never have his. I would never. I would watch the show, but I would listen to it. I wouldn't actually watch the actual program itself. I would listen to it because I was at work. I shouldn't have been doing it while I was at work. But anyways, that's back then. So I started to listen to the message that he was sending me. That he was sending out. So he was talking to the woman. He was like, "Men want this. Men want that. These men are this. These men are that." He kept saying these men are this. So he said, and then one day he said in one of his episodes, "Go back and listen to some of my old episodes and see how harsh I was on the men." So I went back to his older episodes when he was talking about men. Now this is where all the shit went. This is where it really woke me up. He was telling a lot of black men that we need to stop bullshitting around and stop kissing ass and stop doing all of this stuff that makes the black community look bad, and we need to build. He said, "You black men need to build. Black men need to do things and need to build the community up so that our community is strong." So the more I listened, the more I started understanding. As a black man, I have a purpose. I was put on this earth for a purpose. I wasn't put on this earth just to be black and die, in a sense. So he spoke. So the words that he was talking about, how to become a high value male, well, not how to become, what he was talking about the qualifications. Then he started bringing up these terms: hit squad, Henry, my Henrys, my hit squad, high earners not rich yet. Henry's in training, CIA, confident, intelligent, and assertive, feminine, FBI, feminine, inspirational, and beautiful for the women. And I started listening. So the more I listened, the more I looked at my life, and the more I started to listen to his content, listen to the message that he was sending out, and I took that message, took it to heart, and I started making moves, started doing things I had needed to do so that I could become the best possible version of myself. Started looking at how to improve my life because I didn't want to be stuck at the bottom, broke, struggling every day, because that's not because I want to live life. I don't want to be just live to work. I want to live. He told black men to he basically lit a fire into my ass, like, black men, you need to get off your ass and actually go out here and do something and actually build the black community up, because that is your purpose in life. Your purpose is to build the black community. Your purpose is to build and maintain the black community. That's what I got from his message. When I found out he passed, it hit me like a rock. It hit me like a train. Cause I was like, damn, he was just live a few hours ago. So how did he pass that fast? And it's like, and then just that was another life lesson. Life is too short. You could be here 1 minute and gone the next. That's what I got from it. A lot of these guys out here in these incel groups bashing women, talking about women. That isn't who Kevin was, and that wasn't who he was. When he talked about women, it's because he wanted women to do better. He shot women down because he wanted them to look at their lives and actually become a better version of themselves. The thing is, a lot of people don't like the fact that how brash and how harsh he was. He said some pretty crazy shit, and I'll admit that. But the thing is, he said it out of care and he said it out of love for the black community. If anybody was pro-black, I would say Kevin was. Kevin was strictly pro-black. You may have not. He's like that old uncle. I'ma say what I gotta say, and you ain't gonna like what I gotta say, but in the end, you gonna understand what I'm saying. That is what it was. He's that old uncle that didn't take no shit, that didn't give a fuck about your feelings. He'd never give a fuck about your damn feelings. And I know a bunch of you black people got an uncle just like that in your family. He don't give a fuck about your feelings, and he'll tell you the damn truth. He'll tell you the harsh reality of the situation. And if you don't like it, so be it. But he did it out of love. That was who he was. He was that uncle that you needed to hear. He was that uncle that you needed to put for him to put his foot down your throat and put his foot on your chest and start saying, "Get your ass up there and do something." That's who he was. That's how I look at it. My grandfather was like that. He may have not liked what he said, but what he said was in fact truth. He was one of them old school cats. One of them old school dudes that wanted something in life. That's who that brother was. And for the people out there wishing, celebrating that he's dead and gone, I'm gonna tell you people one thing and one thing only. You may have not liked what he had to say, but a lot of you are still single, still looking crazy as hell when he tried to help you. He tried to help you, but you didn't want to listen while he was here. Now the man gone. His message is the only thing is his message is gonna get stronger. A lot more people are gonna start making channels talking about the shit that's going on in the black community, because the black community right now we look real trashy. Sorry to say it, the black community look trashy as hell right now. But it's up to black men to fix it. And it's up to black women to actually be able to take criticism and actually do better. Like I said, a lot of things that Kevin said was crazy as hell, and I don't agree with because of the times we're in. But that don't mean that he didn't have some point. Like I said, you may have not liked what he said, but he said it out of love, and he said it out of being there, being for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to build this platform up. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'm going to set a goal. We get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. We're going to set that goal. We're going to set a goal of 1,000 subscribers this year. We're going to set a goal of 10,000 subscribers next year. Then the year after that, we're gonna set 100,000. Because the thing is, this message, it ain't gonna die. This message ain't gonna die just off the rip. It's only gonna get stronger. It's only gonna get louder. It's time for the black community to change. And if you're not trying to change, so be it. But if you are willing to change, you are the people that we can work with and actually build together, build the community up. I've said it before on my channel. My life's goal is to build a city where everybody from all communities can come to build a community together. To build a city of advanced technology, to build a city of abundance, to build a city that will bring all people together. Bring businesses, and build relationships, everlasting relationships. That is my life's goal. Now, Kevin isn't here to see that goal, but there are some people that were close to him that are still here. Brother Dennis Sterling, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Melanie King, the lead attorney. Those are only MTR, Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack, Willie D. All of these people, these are the people that we can build with. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to hop off of this live stream. Guys, life is too short for you to be just bitching, life is too short to be just pussyfooting around, to be fucking around and not doing anything with yourselves. Life is too short. It's up to you to go out here and do something with yourselves. It's up to you. And if you aren't willing to do anything, then guys, you have failed. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this podcast episode. And I'll see you guys later. And I'm going to play this song, because this is probably going to be the last time we ever hear this song again. But I'll see you guys later. And guys, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the YouTube channel. And also, please support the podcast on Spotify.com. And I will see you guys later. Thank you guys. Bye.